we're going to explain how to iterate through the values of a list. Iteration simply means going through each item in a sequence, one by one. Lists are a common way to store collections of data in programming, and knowing how to iterate through them is fundamental. We'll cover a few different approaches using Python as our example language. 1. Using a for loop. This is the most straightforward method. A for loop in Python elegantly handles iterating over a list. You specify a variable to represent each item in the list as the loop progresses, and the loop executes a block of code for each item. For example, Python mylist e 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. For item in my list, print item. This will print each item on a new line. This code snippet will print each number in my list to the console, one per line. The item variable takes on the value of each element in my list during each iteration. 2. Using a for loop with range and indexing. If you need the index of each item alongside its value, you can use the range function along with the length of the list. The range function generates a sequence of numbers, and Python mylist equals apple, banana, cherry. For I in range, len mylist. Print f item at index I and mylist I. Here, I represents the index position of the item starting from 0. We use f strings, formatted string literals, for cleaner output. This prints both the index and the value of each item. 3. Using enumerate. Enumerate is a helpful built-in function that neatly combines the index and value in a tuple for each item. Python mylist equal apple, banana, cherry. For I, item in enumerate, my list value. Print f item at index I, item. This achieves the same output as the previous example, but with more concise code. Enumerate and automatically provides both the index, I, and the value, item, for each iteration. 4. List comprehension, for creating new lists. While not strictly iteration in the sense of processing existing data, list comprehensions are a powerful way to create new lists based on the values in an existing list. Python mylist il12345 squared list il x2 for x in my list. Creates a new list with squared values print squared list, and output 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. This creates squared list containing the square of each number in my list in a single compact line. These 4 methods provide flexible ways to iterate through the values of a list in Python. The best method to use depends on your specific needs, whether you need access to the index, or if you're creating a new list based on the existing one. Remember to choose the approach that best suits your coding style and the